Welcome back, dear viewers, and moving on a very similar issue, which is health, of course, anti-smoking campaigns, very much related to health. But now we're going to move on with our first interview for this evening, and it's my pleasure to introduce our guest, and that is Professor Dr. Hussein Dashti from the Department of Surgery and Vice Dean for Administration and Finance at the University of Kuwait, or Kuwait University. Welcome to the Weekend Show, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Doctor, of course, you have been a guest on our show before, and we did speak about a revolutionary diet. When we say diet, we mean a way of life. When we say diet, we mean what we eat, not necessarily in order only for weight loss. I mean, what we eat does affect us. I think, Doctor, you can actually also confirm that. It has been proven that what we consume as human beings affects us physically, mentally, and psychologically. It has an effect on all of our system. So, of course, Doctor, you're here tonight. We're going to be talking about a little bit about the diet, because we know that you've been very much involved with so much research when it comes to this revolutionary diet and a way of life.
That's true. Well, I think, as you mentioned, the way of living is very important. The diet, definition of it, we are creating the name of diet. Diet is within us. We supposed to create the diet. What we are, I'm not saying about myself, with a group of researchers, scientists whom really we tried to change the name, or to converge the name to certain things, that to change it to lifestyle, to teach ourselves how we can really improve our condition without doing any dieting, without stopping things which I love to have. And for this reason, I think we went in the way which really it is healthy to the human being. It helps in his health conditions, helps his mental, helps in his physical activities. He will be more energetic, more enthusiastic, more active. And therefore, we thought that this is really is a good way of lifestyle. Again, I don't put it as a regime or a dieting system, because we eat as much as we want, and a very healthy type of food.
Exactly.
I mean, if I'll ask the people to eat meat, or to eat chickens, or to eat green vegetables, cheese, for example, eggs, I mean, all sort of nourishment. It's available in these things.
Of course.
I don't advise them to go and to have junk food. I don't advise them to have pasta, where it's really it's refined, and the beautiful of it was thrown out. For example, when we go to whole grains, it's okay. I do agree with you, whole grain there are. But when they take a beautiful of it, they throw it outside, like thiamine, which is vitamin B1. And this really influences the patient's condition, or the human being condition, rather than the patient condition. Therefore, it's really toxic. I feel this is a poison. I feel it's bad. And I'm convinced that this is bad. I mean, not I say it, there are a lot of literature, a lot of people, a lot of work was done, that all sort of pasta makes a problem to humans' conditions.
Right. So, Dr. Hussein, basically, just so we can at least lighten things up more for our viewers and make them understand a little bit the concept of what we're talking about. Now, we've seen a lot of people that go on diets, or regimes, as we can say, and they lose a tremendous amount of weight.
Absolutely.
And but of course, they end up with other things like either kidney problems, or they end up with things like their anemia. They don't have their malnutrition. They don't eat properly, so they end up getting sick. And when they go back again to eating like a normal lifestyle, what they used to eat, or they start introducing food to their system, they automatically double what they used to have on before. Now, tonight, I think we just want to talk about the diet we're talking about tonight, which is the one that you've done so much research on alongside with so many other scientists. The whole concept of it is carbohydrate-free. Now, this is the part that maybe our viewers don't understand. Carbs are bad. People say, oh my God, how can I not eat fruit in a diet? Now, just to tell our viewers also, let them know one thing, Doctor, which is that I can relate to what you're going to say, because I have tried out the diet that we're talking about tonight. I have felt a feeling of well-being. I was never hungry.
Great.
I used to eat everything that, of course, that I was permitted to eat. Now, it is very difficult, Dr. Hussein, like any other diets or any other way of life, when you're trying to improve your system, you detox.
Absolutely.
So that's always difficult. When it comes to trying to get rid of a bad habit, it's always difficult. But it's just the willpower, and then you end up substituting for other things because you're allowed to have other things. So what we're trying to tell our viewers, why not fruit and carbohydrates at the initial stages of the diet? These are things that are eliminated. And why do we eliminate them? And what is this certain diet good for, other than weight loss, of course?
Okay, yeah. I think that's very nice questions. First of all, let me point and let me make myself clear. We advise the people who are really overweight or obese, and when their body mass index, that means their weight divided by their height, you know, it really gives above 25 or 26 or 27. Here it's really a dangerous point that this subject is going to be overweight. And this overweight or obesity